I just don't know what to think about this. But look, guys, a long time ago, it feels like a long time ago, there was rumor of a Gears of War movie. We've been talking about Gears of War Reloaded. It's Gears of War Reloaded Day, guys. Launch day. Very exciting. I haven't had a chance, though, to talk about this. The Gears of War movie is apparently moving forward at Netflix. Okay? And although I'm intrigued, of course, by this idea of Gears of War getting a movie, because I think that if you knock it out of the park, that being the Gears of War movie, it will make Gears of War even bigger than it's already becoming with Gears of War Reloaded and just what Gears of War, Gears of War E-Day, I believe, will be the biggest Gears of War of all time, and it's not even going to be close. So if you have a Gears of War movie to go along with E-Day, now it could do positive things or negative things, because we have seen video game adaptations of, games out there that, or I should say, movies being adapted, or video games being adapted into movies, whatever you want to call it, like, they become a disaster a lot of times. And so I can really count probably on one hand how many good, video game movies I've ever seen, guys. Actually, I can't even do that. I was going to say, Mortal Kombat was, I know a lot of people didn't like it. I thought it was okay. I didn't think it was great, but, I thought it was okay. I'm not talking about the old one. I'm talking about the newer Mortal Kombat. Warcraft, it was okay. Assassin's Creed was bad. Max Payne was bad. Max Payne was probably the biggest bummer for me, because I love the Max Payne games. I'm a massive Max Payne fan. And I was so excited about it because I thought it was perfectly casted with Mark Wahlberg and stuff. But man, the story was just trash. Trash, dude. And so I've just seen way more misses than hits when it comes to video games becoming movies or being adapted into movies. And so when I heard about this Gears of War movie, I just didn't love it. I think it's great. It'll be great for the franchise if they knock it out of the park. But if they don't, guys, I'm just so passionate about Gears of War that I just want it to succeed so badly. Just because I want Gears of War to stay around for my whole life. So it's whatever it takes for it to stay around my whole life. That's what it means to me. So with that being said, let's talk about this article. This is an article coming to us from GameSpot. Eddie Makic over there. John Wick director is excited about Gears of War movie and making his first war film. Now, I will tell you guys this. You get guys like the folks who helped make John Wick. I'm pretty excited about that. Because if you can take, John Wick is that was a franchise that, or I really should say a single movie that turned into a full-blown franchise because of this, just great concepts and incredible choreography and stuff and great fight sequences. So I'm dude, it's awesome. So them doing Gears of War, I feel good about that. It's more there's just other things with Netflix and stuff I just get a little bit nervous about, but there is reportedly a lot of energy around the project right now, due in part to the 2026 release of Gears of War E-Day. So what's exciting about that to me, guys, is it sounds like E-Day, Xbox believes this could be something really special. And maybe the folks over at Netflix believe that it could be special too. They're maybe seeing some things that we haven't seen yet. And E-Day is going to be something really good. And that way, this just kind of leads us into the Gears of War movie following Gears of War E-Day. E-Day comes out, Gears of War blows up in major ways, internationally, everything. And then the movie comes out shortly after, and it's it comes out in 2027 and does crazy numbers. Well, John Wick and Deadpool 2 director David Leitch's Gears of War movie is progressing forward, with producer Kelly McCormick saying there's a lot of energy around getting the movie made, due in part to the fact that a new game, Gears of War E-Day, is coming out in 2026. McCormick clarified, though, that the Gears of War movie for Netflix will not be ready in time for the game's release date, whenever in 2026 that may be. We won't hit that release date, but maybe something that feels relevant to the release of the new game, she told The Hollywood Reporter. And I'm glad that Gears of War E-Day is coming out first. I'm very glad about that, by the way. I think that if Gears of War E-Day gets absolutely knocked out of the park, it's just going to help the movie. It just is. I mean, because here's the thing. On the flip side, if the movie did terrible, it could make the game suffer because of that. So the game has got to come out before the movie, period. McCormick and Leitch are married and run the production company 87 North together. She added that Leitch is excited to make the Gears of War movie because it's a genre he hasn't done before, which is war. It's also a bit of sci-fi that Leitch will get to make in his own way, McCormick said. Leitch, a former stuntman who worked as Brad Pitt's double in movies like Fight Club and Ocean's 11, directed 2014's John Wick with Chad Stahelski, but was not credited due to Hollywood rules. He later directed Atomic Blonde, Deadpool 2, Hobbs and Shaw, Bullet Train, and The Fall Guy. As for Stahelski, he's making movies based on the video games Ghost of Tsushima and Rainbow Six, which once again, who knows how good those are going to be, but it sounds good on paper. The Gears of War movie's latest script is being written by John Spates, who previously wrote Prometheus, Doctor Strange, and Passengers, along with Dune 1 and 2. I mean, it's a pretty good resume, honestly. I was not a fan of Passengers, but Prometheus was very interesting. Doctor Strange was amazing. One of my favorite MCU movies. I absolutely love Doctor Strange. Dune 1, I mean, it was good. I mean, it was the scope of it was great, but I really like Dune 2 a lot more than 1. But there isn't much known about the Gears of War movie, but the game's official social media account reacted to the Hollywood Reporter interview writing, "Oh, hell yeah, this my kind of shit." Awesome, dude. Gears of War seemingly won't be Leitch's next film, so no one should expect it to come out soon. The director is preparing to shoot Amazon MGM Studios' 2026 heist thriller How to Rob a Bank, which has Nicholas Hoult and Anna Sawai attached to star in it. Wrestler turned actor Dave Bautista has lobbied for years to play Marcus, and he does bear a strong resemblance to the character, but no casting announcements for the Gears of War movie have been made. Meanwhile, Gears of War designer Cliff Bleszinski has previously been adamant that Chris Pratt shouldn't play any role in the film. I don't know. Look, guys, I'm going to believe it when I see it, period. When we see real momentum happening, when they are, I won't believe this whole thing fully until the cameras are running. Call me like a hater when it comes to the Gears of War movie, but this thing has been, back and forth, on and off for years. So long, guys. I'm telling you, it has been going on for decades at this point. And so I will believe it when I see it. When you have the creatives over there are working on other movies, like How to Rob a Bank or whatever, dude, that could take a number of months to shoot, and then a number of months to edit, and then a number of months to market, and then a number of months until it comes out. So it's still a ways out. It's not coming out next year. More than likely, it'll be 2027, 2028. Who knows? I'll keep you guys all up to speed as more information comes out about it. But the question is for all of you, what do you guys think about the Gears of War movie? It sounds good on paper. John Wick director, it sounds good. It really does. But do you think it's ever going to happen? Jump down to the comment section down below and let us know your thoughts.